Y'all already know the real Miami OG Jump. Sitting here with my main man Meaty.
Yeah.
Town Park Finest.
Arthur Meaty to the ones that don't know. Publisher. Arthur. Towner. With the OG right here, man.
Whole life. Y'all already know.
Real Miami, man.
Yeah, we was talking about a very serious topic earlier today about addiction.
Right.
And we was saying, I was just explaining about addiction, saying like, they don't pay attention to us. Whenever we go through crack addiction, they were trying to get like self-help programs, but it wasn't enough.
Right.
But when the opioids hit, man, like the oxys, man, and those
blues,
and those once those white kids got a hold of it, man, it was a done deal, man. I'm talking about you had commissioners, you had politicians on up the ass fighting to try to get these kids some help. And my partner was explaining about like the addiction or whatever, saying like how can you word that for me about the people, like the company you keep and shit like that.
Yeah, so like when it comes to addiction, some people they win off you being addicted. And I ain't talking about the white man, I'm talking about the people around you. You know what I'm saying? They just say you got a nice job and this person over here struggling. So they'll introduce you to this pill, Percocet, Roxy, Blues, however you want to call it, and give it to you. Like, hey man, take this to get rid of the pain for you. So now when you pop it, you was popping it to get rid of the pain, but you like the feeling. So now you like, shit, every time I get a toothache, I'm gonna ask her, do she got some more of them? Yeah, I got you. Now she give you 2 at this time. Now you pop 2, like, damn, now you feeling that shit. So now as you feeling it, she's winning. Now the people around you like, shit, this motherfucker on pills, shit, she stuck. She can't get off the couch. Let me get her car and run over here. Well, let me hold your car real quick. You don't want to move anyway, so you go. Now they running your shit down, and you steady chasing. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it was a white man high. All these drugs was white man highs at first. When they saw what it did to the white people, they felt, you know what, we're going to get our people off of it and get them addicted to it. So now they bring it in the community. They start giving you bottles of 120 instead of bottles of 60. And start giving you 5 milligrams and start giving you 10 milligrams. Because they want you more addicted.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they not telling you, because most people don't read that opioid come from the poppy seed. You know what I'm saying? Which is heroin. So you think you popping a Percocet, but you really on synthetic heroin.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
I never even really saw like the pills like vividly, but I can imagine like this sound like it's worse than the ecstasy pills, man.
Way worse. It's worse than the Molly. You know what I'm saying? You know, Molly ain't nothing but MDMA, the dirty part of the ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? This is worse than Flocka. And the sad part about it is more women on it than you can ever imagine, bro. Because with a pill, they can pop it in front of you and you won't even notice it.
And they just feeling different all over a sudden.
Yeah, they just relax now. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a downer, so it's gonna have you. They don't want to do nothing. And some of them they feel like they can't be happy without getting on it. You know what I'm saying?
So what it was like, man, just growing up Overtown, Meaty. You know, from your aspect, what was it like just growing up? Yeah.
Man, I went through two, maybe 3 different phases growing up Overtown. The first phase was growing up knowing that my daddy was a hood legend and he was murdered. You know what I'm saying? By somebody that he fucked with, but because he was addicted too. So he ain't trust nobody. He beat his friend up. His friend came back and killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that went on, my mom, you know what I'm saying, she out there in the streets, she from Belle Glade, Florida. She don't know nothing about Miami. City moving fast.
Right.
Thinking she hanging with the right bitches, and I ran with the wrong hoes, and now get what? Now she on what they call the free base at the time. So now she smoking weed and crack. So you know what? She fell in love with it. Now that's all she want to do. In her mind, she ain't got no kids. That was she telling me and my brother, man, I'm calling your mama. You make me feel old. This my mama. The streets love her though, but she my mama.
Yeah, she your mama.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm fighting for her to be my mama,
Right.
but she the streets mama. Know what I'm saying? She auntie. Everybody know her. If you out here trying to hustle, she gonna put you on. So get what? In her mind, okay, I'm gonna put this young nigga on. So when I want to come get some shit and I ain't got no money,
I ain't got
he gonna give me something.
Break
you know what I'm saying? Because he always remember, damn, boy, she put me on. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the good part about being out there in them streets like that was never good, but the balance came from when she was ready to pump up. She got all these people that she could trust. Get money with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now the money is plentiful. She could sell anything now because she know niggas out here. So those was two of the little balances I went through. You know what I'm saying? But my personal struggle was having to deal with that. And I didn't even want nobody to know that was my mama for a long time. Because when she was on, the shit was embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to be known as the... But not knowing this was everybody going through.
Yeah.
Because this was Overtown was consisted of. So
yeah.
I ain't even know this. Yeah. I'm battling with a demon of my own and not knowing we all got the same demon.
And it wouldn't have been nothing wrong to talk about it, because that way it ain't got to be able to pollute your mind or cloud your mind up with other things that you're trying to focus on in life. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So with us doing that, you know, it's like, you know, even like with my mom or whatever, you know, she really ain't had no addictions, but it was like we was always broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't have nothing or whatever. Sometimes, man, we have to wear the same fucking clothes to school, bro, on an everyday basis type shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it didn't make me feel indifferent because I understood at an early age, but as I grew older, I said, I don't like being in this position.
Right.
So once upon a time, you know, my mom asked me to go ask a neighbor, you know, can she borrow some money, you know, to go buy some cigarettes or whatever it was. And I was like, all right. So I walked over there and I thought about it and I turned around and I didn't go.
Right.
And I lied to my mom and say that the lady say she ain't have it, when in reality, my mom was watching out the window and realized that I didn't go. Right. She say she would, I say I'll be right back. So I would rather go hustle at Winn-Dixie, right, you know, and say I'm gonna get my mama whatever that she need if I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather go hustle and take the sacrifice rather than us asking anybody for something. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of different and shit, man. So, you know, I guess the way I grew up as being a loving person, as far as like engaging into people that I feel like, okay, you understand what I understand because we went through the same situation.
Right.
And it's hard for other people to relate if they ain't never been in that situation, but it's nothing wrong with them seeing from afar to understand that they should be grateful that they're not in the situation. Because everybody over town, like you said, we was all in the same boat basically, man, as far as like, you know, from our parents' perspective, man, and we had to fucking man up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't know what a fucking man was. We thought a man was a motherfucking nigga that just pop up, man, holler at the old girl, they hang out a little bit, and he gone type shit. But we say, nah, man, that shit ain't how that shit's supposed to go, do it.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
but you know, in the beginning, that's all we knew. That's why when we was teenagers in our early 20s, we was just fucking this bitch, fucking that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And just bouncing around because
call from wifey.
You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, after going to prison, but before I went in and I started getting my own little money, I started helping my home. But I got my mama's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? When Nextels was popping, I put all my homeboys on my line because they couldn't afford no Nextel. But I could.
The church gate.
Right. So we twerking. So now we looking like the end niggas at school. When everybody going to the shoe gallery, the older niggas shit, we hopping in the car. This all off my dime. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing niggas using me. Like this what it go back to. Niggas use you for their personal gain. That niggas that show you fake love and blind you so you can feed them when the whole hard time you doing it hardly. You know what I'm saying?
When the niggas from the jump ain't never had your best interest at heart.
Had your best interest at heart. Nigga ain't never saying, hey, nah, man, let's just get some Reeboks this time. You ain't got to buy with them Jordans. You ain't got to wear them 125. You know, Jordan was 125 back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them shit was costing back then, man.
Right.
92, 93, 94, 95.
Yeah, you
That
feel
shit
me?
was costing. But you know what though, man? You know that is a battle in our life that we all gonna struggle with as far as finding out who people really are. So that goes from our situation from where we just came from
Right.
to where you got the chance to really know that person.
Right.
And that's why when we get out, we proceed with this person.
Right.
And this person can't show us otherwise because we had done made an oath, man, to what we had to do once we made this commitment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people in our status, we don't go against that.
Right.
No matter what the color is, if we repping, no matter what it is, whatever our lifestyle is, but when it comes down to a serious minded situation to where we got to bundle up and get this shit together, we know what got to be done. We ain't got to scramble with that shit no more.
Right.
Like with other people, man, call them and see if he answer. Call them and see if they come and see. No,
we
know what we got to do.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
And everything is based on being punctual, man, as far as communication too.
Right.
And it's different out here now. So you know everybody moving in a certain way, and it's like the word flaky.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking that, like, you know, even when I came to the crib, you know, when I came home, you know, I was just more than happy just to be around my family, just to see my family, because it was like, you know, I dealt with 1,000 different personalities a day. You dealt with 1,000 different personalities a day.
1,500 people.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, it's like you don't never know who might come out and play. A nigga might just come out and go to stabbing motherfuckers this very day. He might just motherfucking popping off on officers this very day.
Right.
You might wake up and they covering the sheet over a nigga because the nigga got caught slipping.
Right.
Over little or nothing.
Right.
And, you know, like I say, you know, that's something that we really don't talk about because, you know, these kids, they out here running and ripping and running and they ain't got no guidance because they don't know what the fuck behind that wall. Oh, yeah, I got locked up, but see what made so bad when you get locked up, you're going to run right into the same homeboys who you were chilling with. Right. And then guess what? That ain't going to make things no better for you because you ain't going to have no time to reflect on self.
Right.
To realize what your life has become and what your life is going to become if you mess around and get caught up out here doing something and then you get locked up for it and then you got to pay the price for it. Yeah. You know, and then you don't even know that the price, it don't have no receipt for it because they gonna try to hide you.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna hide you.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get caught up in there, you're gonna be, you know, locked in to where you don't even know what a law library even look like. Because you want to hang out with your homeboys every day.
Yeah, the first 5 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't even notice you got time bar, procuring a firm. That means denied. You know, them people will send you all this type of paperwork and you ain't gonna even pay that shit no attention. You just gonna throw that shit in your locker. Right. But your homeboy getting ready to go home in 14 months. When he go home, then what? Right. You know, so it's like, man, it's not even dealing with just our community in Miami, man. It's dealing with everywhere. Oh, yeah. It's dealing with everywhere. And not saying that, you know, they took all the OGs off the street and all the parental guidance off the street. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna even put that in perspective as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the fold as well. But that's a part of it. Right. Because, you know, when I was growing up, you better take your ass to school before I whoop your ass. And I can't tell this dude that he ain't finna do nothing to me because this man watched me grow up from this to up here. So I got to respect what this man is telling me. And I know he ain't telling me wrong. Right. It was all about respect. Now, these kids don't respect nobody, man. No. But see, that boy back to the mothers, though. See, I believe in the philosophy that the white man attacked the black man first. Now that they got the black man away from the woman, now they are attacking the woman now. And that's what they're using the opioids for. You know what I'm saying? See, sexually in hood wasn't something to live on forever. You know what I'm saying? So black women got it because all they had to do is say the man was the domestic or the man with the jail, which the white man put him in there, probably with her help, unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to fuck her over now. That's what they doing now. So now you got your husband, you got your man. Now when your son turn 18, we gonna tell you he can't live here because he a felon, right? Now when you bring your son in here, we come in knowing he in here and kick you out with no regard to whatever your situation is because you know
it's not going to be no felons in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck about your son. So now you got to put your son out there to the world. Now he hates his mother. Guess what that called her to do? Pop the pill. She might start off smoking weed first. She don't want to smoke crack because she knows she saw what that did to her mama. So she afraid of crack. So she like, oh, weed ain't shit. But until, guess what? When the weed ain't curving the urge no more, now she pop the pill now. So when she have a baby, they putting it in her system. Oh, you want to get an epidural? Put it in your system. Now it's in your system. So now when you take the unfamiliar pill, it brings back something that you don't even know. So now you like it. So now you addicted. So now you can't get up and go get a job. Know what I'm saying? Because you so stuck on the couch. So now get what you want. You want to fuck your son homeboy now. I done seen it.
Oh, man.
Now your son, you see your son and his little gang, they doing them. One of his homeboy look cute to you. You trying to creep behind your son and fuck with his homeboy because he's selling a little weed just to get your little house. The rent ain't $21, so you like, shit, I can get $21 from him. He'll pay that. But look at your life, it's going down, though. Everything going down here. So the white man is winning. That's how they come in here and steal our shit. They like, man, look, these bitches ain't working. These bitches ain't got no job. The kids are criminals. The husbands are criminals. And now we going to make her criminal. Because we going to catch her buying the pills. Or we going to pull her over and catch her with the pills. Take her to jail. Give her a drug treatment. Now when she in treatment, she lose her place.
And now she got to start all the way over. And now she ain't going to want to go that route right there.
Right, because she fucked now. Because once you come out of jail, ain't no more HUD. Ain't no more Section 8. You can't have a felon and live there.
And that's the same thing with us, man. Like I was explaining in my last interview that, you know, if we would say we were from Scott Projects and you get out of prison, I don't know you, I get out of prison, you don't know me, and then you got like 20 more that just getting out of prison, and we all in the same hood. How you think this finna jump off? This ain't finna jump off with us getting together.
No, it's gonna be pressure.
That's right. You know what I mean? So now that's why the killing and the beefing erupted within the neighborhood, and then after everybody damn near killed each other off, the people that was left, let's go ahead and mess with somebody else.
Right.
Because we can't lose out on our neighborhood.
Right.
But the fact why I'm getting at with that is that we was limited to venture off as far as opportunity to say we wanted to get a place in our own name, but by us being convicted felons, we can't live here. You know, your mama ain't gonna have that too much because she don't like the traffic and she don't like all this extra activity going on that she ain't been having going on.
Right, before you got
right. So you trying to make some adjustments as far as your living condition. That's gonna be a struggle right off the top when you get out here.
Right.
That's gonna be a struggle because you know how you was living when you was out here before. So you don't know how people are moving out here. There might be a family member, it might be a friend that who you may thought that still had your best interest at heart, but they waiting to set you up because they done paid this dude 20 bands, man, to get you in a position to where you don't even need to be out here with us. Right. Because we're fearful of you.
Right. Right.
So it's hard to make. It's a difference with respect now as far as people want to. You want people to fear you, to respect you out of fear. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? You want to have a certain way of doing things systematically, and you want to walk a certain way to where people will say, you know what, I respect that brother on how he move, and I respect that brother to where if something was to go down, I know that brother won't be in the wrong because he don't fuck with nobody. That's the image that everybody wants to portray and needs to portray as a man, and not allow pride to get into the way of the way we live in.
Right.
Because we so much have a pride. That's just like with a food stamp before the EBT card. Yeah. When I see girls in front of the line, man, I got the food stamp card. I'm holding the food stamp card because I'm holding the food stamp and I don't want them to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm embarrassed that I got to spend food stamps on food, not knowing that when I get older, I'm gonna be loving this regardless, man, because I'm saving me money now.
Right. It just be like I said, go back to the mental, bro. You know what I'm saying? When we don't know, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's like growing up, our parents didn't teach us credit. Like if your parents did, that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But The average parent in the hood didn't even have a brand new car. Everybody was buying cars $2,000-$3,000, buying used cars. They didn't even feel like they could afford to go buy a car. You know what I'm saying? That's even with this day. It's a lot of people I meet don't feel like they can buy a new car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like it's just out of reach. Like 30 bands ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't no money.
Right.
Whoever can tell you, man, this car right here brand new for 30 bands, they gonna walk away from it because like, man, that's a lot of money.
Nah.
Because they never seen no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you done been out here and you done touched some money, you know, I was 16 with my first 100,000. Mine.
Right.
Not nobody else's money, it was mine.
Right.
So I know what 100,000 look like. So when you come to me and talk about something 50,000, I feel like that's in my reach.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
You done been there.
I done had 100,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you dealing with somebody that never had more than 1,500, that person is going to send you in the wrong direction because they fearful of going to 1,600. They don't know what anything past 1,500 look like. So when you try to tell them, hey, listen, we're going to jump this fence and we're going to spend 3,000 real quick. 3,000? Man, shit. Nigga, he's in the run. Because he don't know what he don't know what $1,600 look like. You know what I'm saying? So you basically brushing pennies with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? That person, you have to take them along for the ride and elevate them. That's true love. When you truly love your people, you have to bring them with you, like take them to these events. Like when I tell people about my book events, they be like, you go to book events, that's for white people.
No.
Like what? You going, you see all these beautiful black people in here? You know what I'm saying? Like half of the sisters in the hood, you niggas don't even know they write books. Cause they see them go to their regular job, but they at work writing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Expounded.
Right, so when you go in there, you like, damn, you an author? Yeah. She was afraid to tell you because she thought your dumb ass was gonna look at her different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
But we are everywhere. We doctors, we lawyers, we judges, we pilots, we everywhere. We just have to make it more positive in the hood. You know
more
what I'm saying?
interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the hood never saw this type of stuff.
Right.
I went to this food market down here called Presidente. Right. On 22nd Avenue, and when I walked in there, I see the way they had it structured, the way they was running it.
Mm-hmm.
All Hispanics,
right?
The way they was running it, and they running it like a sewing machine. But what I'm looking at is that they put all their money together, and they call this store Presidente.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is that everybody want to see everybody eat.
Yeah, that's the only way.
But if you get this here and you try to establish an establishment with one of us, I don't even know how many black supermarkets there is in the world.
Ain't many.
I don't even know how many. I don't even know how many in Miami.
I don't think it's none in Miami.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So you know,
listen,
they went on.
When we had that, like Ray Vaughn, Mr. Bradley Stove. No, when we had, I remember when them Chico's meat stove came, they took over Mr. Ray Vaughn's stove.
And we had the Yahweh stove.
You had the Yahweh stove right there with Crown at.
That's right. And you remember the meat stove that used to sit right there by Mr. Ray Vaughn's stove.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
call from wifey.
I remember going to Ray Vaughan and getting $2 in sliced ham.
That's right.
Then when they dropped that other meat stove right in front of the church, in Spanish it was